It's 5:30 a.m. or so, and I'm having trouble sleeping. And I guess it's kind of sad, but my brain said, do a video. So here is my N64, Nintendo 64. It's the Jungle Green version. Typically I try to get the plain version of most systems, but this is one of the few really good deals I ever got online. I was at work and I saw that someone had posted an N64 for $5, and it was actually about 5 minutes from my work, so when I took my break I rushed over there, picked it up. I picked it up from a mansion. If it was not a mansion, I would have probably said, listen, here's $20 or something like that. But since it was a mansion, I knew I wasn't going to put anybody out on the street by paying $5 for it. I was pretty happy. It came with most of what you needed. I believe it didn't have the AV, the connectors, but I already had some of that because I had a GameCube. So this is the system. It works perfectly. Just gonna get it out of the way. This is the only accessory I have for it. Got this at a community garage sale. It was actually at a high school, and I think I paid $2 for it. It's boxed. I think it looks neat. Rumble packs, they're not that easy. Well, they're easy to come by, but never hurts to have an extra one. And here are some of my games. It's not the system I've collected for the most, admittedly. I'll just show you the side of the box. Boom. I did touch on some games that I really wanted. I don't have that much nostalgia for the N64. The first time I played it was at my friend Nick's place for his birthday, and then I don't think I played it again for probably 3-4 years, and even then I wouldn't play all that often. This I got at a pawn shop. It's Hexen. It's very common. It's got a rough label, but I believe it was something like $2. So I just need. Sometimes I try to go for quality games, and I don't know anything about Hexen really, but sometimes I don't mind getting filler if the price is right. So $2, I'll pretty much pick up any game that's at that price. So there's Hexen. Here's Star Wars Shadows of the Empire. I actually got this boxed, but I don't want to collect boxed, so I sold my boxes and took the loose one. Just for me, it's a price thing. I got the boxes, but I paid the same price I would have paid if it wasn't boxed, so I figured it's kind of free money to me. This game's alright. I enjoy it quite a bit. Here's Mace: The Dark Age. It's a fighting game, and if you look over here, it's got that M on it, which was not all that common back in the day for the N64. Hexen has it as well, but this game is quite bloody, and I actually did play this back in the day too. And it's funny because I could not remember what the game was when I first bought it. I just bought it blindly. Sometimes I like to do that. Just you buy a game and then you try to figure out if it's worth it, if it was worth it. Probably shouldn't do it, but I do it every once in a while. Here's Mischief Makers. I was having trouble finding this game. Everybody told me it's cheap and it's common and you can find it pretty much anywhere. But then every store I went to, they didn't have it. Luckily, I went to a pawn shop. And again, at the same place I got Hexen, everything they had there was listed. The listed price was a little high, but they had a 50% off everything deal, so I think I paid something like $6 for this. I was very happy to pay that. Here is Diddy Kong Racing. Now this also came in a box that I sold. It was part of this deal I got with a Star Wars game. I did play this back in the day, and I very much enjoyed it. It's kind of just a really fun racing game. Speaking of really fun racing games, I guess you have to have this one. And Mario Kart 64 is a great game. Again, one of the few that I played back in the day. Very happy to have it. Now, the N64 in general, I should say, has been going up in price recently. A lot more than others, because for a long time it was fairly affordable to shop for, and now it's getting to that point where it's a little tough. Most of these games I bought a while back, so I didn't pay any kind of crazy prices. Here's a Banjo-Kazooie. Most people should know what this is. It's 3D platformer. Good game. And this one's got the faded label, but inside all that Zelda goodness is still there. Here's Ocarina of Time. This one, the save doesn't work right now. I'm going to have to fix that up. My buddy and I both had the game, and he loves the game. I don't have as much nostalgia for it, so when we discovered that his version did not have a save feature, I just traded it with him. I don't mind. I kind of want to open this up and take a look at it. I need to do it for other games in the future too. So here's Bomberman 64. My only experience with Bomberman in my entire life was on the TurboGrafx back when I was about 8 years old. So playing this was a revelation because I realized just how terrible I am at Bomberman. Here's Rush 2, Extreme Racing. And this game I actually have very fond memories of because my friend Nick had a birthday party where he rented some games, Rush 2 being one of them. And it was one of the... They have a kind of area where you can do tricks. And we were basically trying to crash the vehicles, and that's the only thing I've ever been good at in video games, and I remember really enjoying that part of it. And so we just played that game for a few hours, and I don't know why, but that game just stuck out to me as the one I needed to get when I got the N64, so actually kind of everywhere I'd go I'd shop for it. So here's my last game, and it's actually my most recent purchase. It's Wave Race 64. A great game. I don't know if... I would hope that most people that have played the 64 have played this game. It's got nice water effects. Just a lot of fun. So that's pretty much all of my games. It's not my best collection, but I managed to stretch this video out quite a bit and maybe even set a new personal record for the longest video. So there you go. Thank you.